Now, a little while ago I did a video on an improvised NBC suit that did quite well, and I've now come up with an improved design. So I want to show that to you because this should be both cheaper than buying a lot of old NBC suits and offer you better protection. It's easier and more comfortable to put on. So the first thing I've got is fishing waders. Now hopefully if I pan the camera down you can see all those. Now fishing waders are great because the boots are actually like made onto the trousers. And I've got the chest ones that come all the way up to my chest. You can get ones that come up to your sort of waist if you'd rather have those. But I thought this offers a better level of protection. They're fairly cheap. Now fishing waders like this, these ones are only about 20 or so pounds. I'll just stand back a bit so you can see. But basically I've got a pouch in the front if I wanted something on these. They come all the way up to here on me. You can tighten them like this with the straps here or loosen them there, which is quite useful. These have got a belt that you can just put on over the top, which again is useful because it keeps them all, you know, tight to you. So that's the fishing waders. So what we're obviously going to do now is put the gas mask on as the next step. So I've just got the Israeli M15 as my demonstration of a gas mask for this video. Okay, so that's the mask on with the waders. Right, now I've got two raincoats. I've got a thin under raincoat and a thicker over raincoat. You could in theory only use one raincoat that's thick if you wanted to, but I think this gives a better level of protection doing it this way. So first things first, we're going to put on this raincoat. Now, the main idea of the secondary under raincoat is anything that splashes through the first raincoat shouldn't get through the second. So this has little drawstrings on it, so I'm just going to tighten those to get the raincoat as tight as possible at the bottom. Not that it really needs to be, because it's going onto the fishing trousers anyway. Okay, so I'm now going to do the hood up on the raincoat. And that hood is going over my gas mask. And then what I'm going to do is just find a tightening strap to the raincoat and tighten this up here. Okay, and then get that all the way up as it will go fully up. Okay, so that's given me a pretty good level of protection. There's still some exposed skin, but not all that much. And obviously if you mess around enough you can probably get that really good and tight and everything with the gas mask. Okay, now I'm going to put the chemical gloves on next. And what I'm going to do is have the chemical gloves like that on this raincoat and then have the next set of sleeves going over them. You could have the chemical gloves under both sets of raincoats if you really wanted to, but I think this should give up enough protection doing it this way. Okay, so I've got that like that. Then what I'm going to do is put the second raincoat on, and this is the much thicker, heavier sort of British Army standard issue raincoat, or it was, I don't know if they've got the multicam one. And the good thing of this is it's got Velcro sleeves, so once I've got it all on, I can do the sleeves up easier if I want to than with some of the NBC suits with the kind of other sleeve design. Right, this is actually quite difficult to get on with all this gear, but nowhere near as bad as a real NBC suit. So, let's just loosen that up, get the sleeve through. Okay, so, do that sleeve up, and this sleeve up. Okay, so that's both the sleeves done up like that. Now, get the hood into position. Right, and I've now got both the hoods on. So, what I'm going to do now, which is easier said than done because I've got awkward gloves on, is to do the zipper up of the raincoat. So when I can find that other zipper. There we go. If you've you've got raincoats that have really easy to do up zippers, they're probably going to be easier than what I'm planning to do here. But if I can manipulate it with my hands, I am now going to get both of these zippers together. Yeah, there we go. So now we'll do that zipper up. There we go. So do that all the way up. Then what you can see here is a near perfect NBC suit compromising of two raincoats. So what I'll do now is give you a video example of me walking back and forth with this on, but you can hopefully see that I've got something that pretty much offers the same level of protection as a full rubberized NBC suit, but is far more comfortable and you know, easier to put on in my opinion. Maybe not so much with the zips on this, but I'm sure you can actually, if you looked hard enough, find raincoats that are very easy to put on even with gloves. Or you could do the gloves last or whatever. Now obviously if you wanted to, you might want to just duct tape bits of this together, like the hoods together, because this British Army hood I think has fallen backwards off of my head now. Yep, so maybe a good strategy would be to duct tape this second hood over, because you can see a bit of my neck's exposed there. But in theory it's just finding a better raincoat, I think, is the actual sort of plan. But for the most part there should be very good levels of protection. As said, what I'd really want to do is actually find an even heftier raincoat, because you can get storm coats that are better than these. But overall I think for an improvised NBC suit, this would actually give you very good levels of protection for low cost and high comfort. And I've just found the drawstrings here, so by using this I can actually improve the defensive layer of this coat by pulling everything tight here and then just sort of pulling that hood back there. So there you go. That's an easy way to make a very good level of protection on an improvised nuclear biological chemical suit.